Hey everyone, Sadie Says here, and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. Now, boy, do me and my burgers have a lot to show you. Hey guys, future me real quick. There's just a little something I need to say before we jump into the episode. So you might have just seen the text pop up on screen. That's because my audio for this episode turned funky for some reason. At times it's quite loud, at others rather quiet, and sometimes my audio just drops out completely. I did my best editing though, so I hope you can still enjoy it. But on that note, let's move on to the episode. First is first, I have remodeled my travelling around vehicle. Now it's not a funny story that. I ended up getting killed by a robot because I ran out of food, and apparently when you remove the bed, it doesn't tell you that you're not going to spawn on the bed anymore, so it spawns you all the way back at the thing up there. I would have thought it would reset me to my previous spawn point, which was bed in one of these things, but no, it threw me all the way back up there, so I had to run all the way back down. I didn't even have time to gather anything along the way because I thought, oh my god, what if it destroys my fancy new car? Which I don't know if you can see. I have started working with rotation editors and stuff. Now, as you know, I could not wrap my head around these. They offer no explanation whatsoever in the game. You open one of these and all you see is this. But I did find a super video, which I am going to link in the description for any of you who are curious as well, that basically described all of those things in a very simple fashion. Would you look at that? I now have a fancy new car because I actually found a video that explained it easily to me. Yeah, I'm gonna thank Moonbow for that one because it really saved me having to search everything. Like, he didn't explain it in a super complicated way, which is the reason I was able to do stuff like this. Honestly, I find it works better than suspension. It offers like more support, I think. Yeah, I am just gonna fix that up. Now, this car isn't the only thing I have to show for my hard work. I'm not kidding, right? When I say I worked the last 2 days on grinding materials and everything, like you can see here, I grabbed that resource collector, dumped on this one, and had it grind 2 times the amount of materials. And I still feel like I did nothing, that I got nowhere. But yes, the other vehicle, as you might be able to see here, it's another mining vehicle. Now, as you know, I struggled with this car on the left here to get like the little leftover bits. You know, the bits that were kind of stuck in the grey bit. The little mounds for when they were like little mountains. But I was able to craft something as well, thanks to, as you can see on the front here, the rotation editor. I press 2. See, it flattens the car. Oh. Okay. Well, I did kind of expect that wouldn't really. Because it's on a bit of a leeway, it's not like on a bit of a hill. Try that again. So I press 2 to get rid of the wheels, and I press 1 to get the jaws going. And you can see there, it breaks them. Now I'm going to show you what the wheels actually do. I was really proud of this. I'm actually just going to pick up that steak real quick. Show you what these wheels do, and as you saw before, you were probably questioning what that was. Like I said, this one is my get around vehicle, so when I press the button, if I get stuck on something, I can go up, so I can drive around easier. Although it's not 100% stable, I was gonna say it does still work, but apparently not as well as it was when I wasn't recording. Yeah, we'll let him flatten out again. Yes, like that. The wheels on that one go up. I figured get these drills touching the ground, I would literally make the wheels go up. And it works. Like, it actually works. So yeah, he doesn't need it, but big shout out to Moonbow for that because his videos seriously helped me. I worked on the cars mainly yesterday. The day before that was literally all just grinding materials for the new base. So we're gonna head there now. I swear I just heard wood fall off. Maybe not. But yeah, I will. I mean, thanks to all the exploring I need to do for component kits, we have quite a few veggies and stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do on the way up there, I'm gonna put a screenshot up of a huge. I got attacked by like, it must have been like 8 or 10 robots, and I was just running up and down here one night, trying to stay away from them. Oh my god, it was terrifying and exhausting all at the same time. I think that's actually one of the last things I did before deciding I was too exhausted to keep grinding for the rest of the day, so I shut it off. I have to say the grinding, it's hard work. Like, I know it's early access. Considering I spent like literally a full day, like you can see there, I've even destroyed the rocks on there. Considering I spent like a full day just grinding pretty much rocks, I didn't even do a single tree, I don't think. I feel like I got nothing to show for it. I am gonna try my best to, you know, get some progress and whatnot, but I can't see myself, especially with all the grinding you have to do at the moment, like currently. But yeah, considering like all the grinding I've done, and you're gonna see like just what I have to show for it, I can't see it being very enjoyable for much longer. So this isn't gonna work. The only worry now is, you saw how that robot destroyed my car before. Biggest worry now is hopefully it won't do it again. Like, because this is hanging over the edge now. I have to say this car worked out like surprisingly well. I know it's still only a block of wood on wheels. I think we all know that I'm never gonna get any further and better than that. But I am happy with how well I've managed to work with like the extra knowledge that I gained from watching that video. Bot isn't attacking my car, is it? Better not be. He is! What a little douchebag. Yeah, I've been quite apprehensive about filming this episode. I don't know how it works in terms of where the big red bots spawn. I would have thought it was only in dangerous kind of spots. But I seem to have had 2, I think, pop up around the base. And I don't like that, and obviously we don't have the spud gun yet. I don't know how that works out, if maybe they tend to spawn up above and they kind of fell down maybe, or does game difficulty get harder as you progress? Because obviously I've been playing this game for quite a while. I've been grinding a lot and probably have quite a few hours in this game save file now. But if it is a... Ooh, loading in. If it is a matter of increasing difficulty as you play, I think it kind of sucks a bit, because everyone's gonna play the game differently, if you know what I mean. And with how grindy it is at the moment, I don't know, it kind of sucks. There. I don't know if I showed you before, actually. Yeah, so we got 10 oranges and 20 blueberries. Obviously that's awesome, we only need oranges now. Next episode I do plan to make it a thing that we maybe go into the warehouse, but at the same time, the thing about this car is when it runs out of fuel it does like a whole dramatic flip thing, which is quite funny. Yeah, the warehouse thing, like, I did some reading. Apparently these big guys take like 58 potatoes to get shot down. But I have worked on a little farm thing, and I personally think I did quite well. Like, once I knew how controllers and everything worked, I was able to quite happily try and get some things set up. I was running out of wok steaks to make the... Oh my god! I was running out of wok steaks to make the burgers, and I was like, I don't want to kill the woks myself because that'll make me feel bad. So I kind of hope that horrible is to say that I'll find some bots killing them somewhere, and judging by the looks of things, I'm kind of fallen lucky here. They're killing all the poor cows. Look at this, it's like a trail of woks. Oh, that wasn't. That was the flower from before. Like a trail of wok steaks. I don't know whether I should wait up here until it becomes daytime, so if we do see the big red bots, you can see them, or should I just go for it? I'll have to fight this guy. I'm gonna wait here just because it means I'm more likely to see the big red bots as well, and it'll stop me potentially running into them and get myself killed. I think I'll be a little happier once we got the spud gun. What I was thinking of doing, going up like this and shooting down at them, but I don't know if those bots can destroy that, and obviously if I land on top of one of those robots, it's not gonna go well. I will slowly head there because I was gonna plant our final oranges, test out my farm defense system. This tree marks the end of what seems to be guaranteed to be the safe zone. After that, big red bots. So we just got some little guys here. See, normally I would go up and grab that inbox up on that hill over there, knowing I could potentially run into one of those big douchebags. Far less likely to head off the road. And the good news is our base is on the left side and both those big red bots are on the right. But when I saw the first big red guy, he was just here, which is what made me wonder maybe did fall down from the cliffs. Maybe they don't spawn naturally down here. Maybe they've despawned or they will despawn. Which, you know, I'd be all for that. Can you see, like, because our base is just over there by this thing. And the red guy was just here. See, the last I saw of him, he was chasing a cow just around here. I've wandered off a bit further. The second one I saw was just up past here. Made me think that maybe he'd walked all the way over here. They're both gonna have despawn now, aren't they? Ah, it just makes me look crazy now, doesn't it? I mean, maybe it's a thing, because apparently all the boxes and I mean, he's... oh. Thought he was running from something, it might have been the big bot, but... see that little glowing blue light? I literally whack open every one of those boxes I find now. Yeah, apparently all these boxes and stuff respawn every 5 days, so maybe it's a thing that the big red, or just bots in general, also respawn every 5 days. I mean, if they have despawned, that's great. Like, I'm over the moon. Got another floating box here. Same time, I kind of wish I knew where they were. And there you can start of what is to be my base. And this is taking me, ooh, 2 days to farm. This wall here, which I probably won't even be needing anymore soon. And if I don't need it, then that's great. But it took me so long. Look at all these cows, they'll make making a paddock really nice and easy. Well, that farm over there is pretty much being neglected. But we're gonna start over here. So you're probably wondering why I've got this large bit of blocks snaking all the way back there. Well, I learned that as long as everything's part of the same structure, it can be connected. So if I open this, see just about that it splits into 3 individual lines there, because I've got 3 water cannons back there. I'm just always going to have this on sucking water, because it saves me having to come back and forth all the time. This is my protection. Basically, the plan is that whenever a robot walks close enough to activate these and starts attacking or whatnot, I'm going to activate all of these. I wasn't really able to find a better way for it to work, but hopefully it works. I think I'll actually need to get rid of some of these so I can block this side off for the raid. Now, I've just got a water system running. It's nothing fancy. All that happens is... but I also want to show you this. I made a door. How exciting is that? Took me longer than I care to admit to try and get that to work. But yeah, so the idea I got for the watering for the cannons is the same thing. So a sensor. So if it will let me show... you know what, I'm just one of these sensors here. So like this sensor here, you can see it has a range. So I figured if it spies anything within that range, it's going to activate. So I've turned that on to 2. So you can see here, box 1 would be in front of these. So I've done it so that whenever it senses one of these things within the number 2, it'll turn on. And it works perfectly. Now, I don't know I guess I could leave these here. It saves, you know, wasting the water when it comes back. It's not a huge farm, I know that. I do know that. But it keeps the raids relatively small. And that's my main aim. So I think what we're gonna do is plant mainly oranges and then fertilize those so we can see if our things work. And then ideally, it should grow just before the raid because it's 11:40 AM in the game now. Ooh, so we can hope, right? Yeah, I'm quite proud of this. Like, I did this little wheel running thing that supports either side so it doesn't fall down. You know, so it doesn't go too far left or right by putting up a 1 block higher sensor thing. It took me a while, but I am quite proud of myself. You know, that video, it really helped, I have to say. Like, considering how many times I've figured these sensors putting it on, like, they don't use too much power, and it's on the lowest setting. I guess maybe probably helps. Ooh, I'm anxious to see how this works. I was gonna make, like, a bit of a cut-off area, but considering this wall took me, like, literally 1 full day to grind the materials for, I don't think that's going to be happening. So I might just have like a small mini farm there, small mini farm there, and then like maybe my main building here. I think I'll scrap building up there just in case they do, or the big farm bots do spawn up there. That kind of sucks. During this time now, I'd probably be trying to find the big red bots since we can't find any. But I'm quite scared because I don't know if I can outrun them in this car, and at the same time I don't know how long they'll chase you for. Literally I saw it just there before. No, I'm not risking it. I think I did take a screenshot actually of one of them. But if I did, I'm just gonna put that one up on the screen now too. You reckon I should try and cage these cows up in the meantime? Literally one of these walls is just so many materials, it's ridiculous. I think I will try and cage up some. Let's have a look, we gathered 7 wok sticks from that little murder spree from the robots earlier. 7! Well, I built my little cow paddock with some stairs. Now the question is, try and push one of these cows in. Okay, that's gonna need to be bigger than I thought. Would you look at these guys? Either they're looking for their friend, or they just want to join. I have to say this pen is working better than I was expecting, so my only hope is that it stays that way. Like that the cows also don't We have 3 cows and our little farm. I wonder, I should probably get rid of this whenever bots are attacking. Right, they should ripen within the next few minutes. I hope. Oh, I think they are. So all we can do is wait and see. But we should have all 20 oranges and all 20... What do you think you're doing? Oh, I could just... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to make these walls higher. Stop it. Go. There we go. We got 1 minute left and everything harvested. And we got the cows sorted. Those are better block. Hope they all go around to the other side. I can test these out. Might just have to lure them maybe. Maybe lure them like this. Let's drink some milk, the beverage of winners, and give this a go. What the hell just happened? The robots haven't even started attacking yet and my little thing here broke? To say I'm confused is an understatement. Why did that just snap? Well guys, leaving this one on a bit of a cliffhanger. It was a much longer episode than I planned, even with me having to cut out bits due to the dropping audio, so I did end up splitting it. I know it wasn't the best episode, but I do hope if you've made it this far that you'll consider liking the video. My brain will now, after a hell of an edit, shut down and sleep just like my cat in this picture. Until next time, thanks for watching!